up in a shocking robbery case that was caught on camera in Bengaluru. A few men in the guise of policemen robbed 1.5 crore rupees from a businessman. The CCB police have arrested 11 people for the robbery. Cops have seized rupees 30 lakhs from the accused. The accused had stopped a businessman's car on MG Road, dressed in a police uniform, and robbed rupees 1.5 crores. The case was registered at the RMC Yard police station. Arrested men identified as Ganesh, Mallikarjun M. Majid, Abdul and others. Well, this is quite a shocking case that has come to the fore. My colleague Pratibha joining us on the phone line for more details. Pratibha, do tell us, this is quite flabbergasting, if I could say the least. A robber dressed in a police outfit stops a vehicle on MG Road and then nicks off 1.5 crores. First of all, where was that money coming from? Loose cash. And what's the case looking like right now? They've all been arrested?
That's right, Nabila. 11 people in connection with the case have been taken into custody. But like you mentioned, it's quite shocking that an incident like this has taken place in Bengaluru and in a place like MG Road. We're not talking about a desolate place as such. In a place like MG Road, where there are so many people out on the streets, there are police vans out on the streets at all times. And in the midst of it all, a robbery like this taking place in Bengaluru. And like you mentioned, of course, a lot of questions being raised on why this businessman was carrying this kind of a huge amount, 1.5 crore rupees in cash. He was carrying it in the vehicle, and of course those who have now been taken into custody would be aware of this kind of information, which is why they specifically stopped this particular vehicle and they posed as policemen. That's even more surprising. Perhaps even the police checks that were conducted or the night rounds that are taken up usually in the area, that's where perhaps these people did not appear as suspicious. They were dressed in the police uniform and they stopped this particular vehicle. And since there have been several incidents of cops seizing money and the raids that are taking place, the business stops his vehicle, and immediately after that the police official, the robbers were dressed as policemen, knocking on the doors saying, why are you carrying this kind of money? And they take away the entire money and they flee from the spot. It was only much later that the businessman realized that it was a robbery, that these were not actually policemen. He was obviously not able to answer the questions that were posed by the policemen. He did not have the supporting documents for it, and that's the reason why he seemed to give away the money to the robbers who were dressed as policemen. So they took away the money. It was only after a few days that he realized that it was a robbery. It was not the actual police officials who were concerned, who were there at the spot. So then he filed a police complaint, and now the CCB cops have arrested all 11 of them. A lot of questions, of course. Now the investigation will reveal how they were aware of this businessman's movements. Were these people working with him in his company, perhaps, which is why they were aware of this kind of information, the fact that he was carrying this kind of money. But the entire incident has been caught on camera, and this does raise several questions on the safety in Bengaluru, the kind of brazen attempt like this that has taken place. And they've taken 1.5 crore rupees from the businessman. As of now, the police officials have been able to seize 30 lakh rupees from them. The rest of the money as well, the police officials, only after investigations it would be revealed where it was, what exactly happened, and how they carried out the entire robbery. But 11 people involved, the entire incident caught on CCTV in a place like MG Road is definitely quite alarming in Bengaluru, Nabila.